Okay. I am live again.
Send me the link on Messenger or
Okay. Okay, let's see if it's working. Hopefully. Cool. I can be seen. Phew. I hope it's working well. This was this was the point where I was going to have a break anyway, but oh no, it wasn't. I haven't done the scores for round 2 yet. After round 2, I was going to have a break. So anyway, where were we? Ah, yes, we've done the scores for round 1. And it looks like everyone's done very well. Though I can't see the So Long Mary Jane score just yet, plus pigs. But we've got a couple of 9s and a 10 for round 1 so far, which is pretty good considering it's almost the highest score you can get. David's Magic Shoe holding the lead at 10 points. Followed by Pinky and Perky Blinders and Boxed In, both on 9 at the moment. Unless I'm otherwise mistaken, because I don't know what the guys from So Long Mary Jane plus pigs have got just yet. I'm hoping we're all here. Oh, you got 9s as well. Cool. Well done, everyone. Shall I start the answers for round 2? Do you reckon everyone's here? Is everyone here? Have we got people from Boxed In and David's Magic Shoe here also? That's my very own family and also the Connollys. If they are also here, then that's all the teams that are down. So well, cool. All right then. Well, we've got 6 viewers on the thing, so I guess let's hope so. I can always go over the answers again if not, but let's go to round 2 answers. Okay. Question number 1 was, what year was The Godfather released? The Godfather was released 1972. 1972 is the answer. Question 1. 1972. Number 2, the synonym, the rockbuster, the other name. A Frightful Dream Upon Tree Alley was the synonym. And the answer was A Nightmare on Elm Street. That was a pretty more straightforward one than last week. A Nightmare on Elm Street is number 2. And then we had the TV show, which was A Load of Brinies. What was that TV show? So I've got the actual TV show poster here, which I'll post Not quite as good as the one with the brinies in, I have to say, but it's Blackadder is the answer that I was looking for. Blackadder. I didn't realize until after I started editing it that I got a German version of the image. But same show. And I didn't want to start again, so there we go. Blackadder. Number 4 was who is the host of the panel show Would I Lie to You, and who was the host pre-2009. 1 point for each correct answer. They are Rob Brydon, who's the current presenter, Rob Brydon, and Angus Dayton. Angus Dayton was the pre-2009 host. But Rob Brydon is the better host of the two, I have to say. Rob Brydon, Angus Dayton. Number 5. In the Pixar film WALL-E, what sound is made when WALL-E reaches full solar charge? And it's the Apple startup sound. The startup sound from Apple computers. Apparently, WALL-E is made by Apple. The Apple startup sound is number 5. Then we had number 6. What was the name of this 90s TV show theme? Which is this. So that was me swapping back. That was the theme tune to Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean. That's the answer for number 6. Mr. Bean. Number 7. How long is the longest film ever made? Within the nearest 10 hours. And the answer is 857 hours. 857 hours. That's 35 days and 17 hours if you want to do it in days. And it was an experimental art film, as you can probably tell, called Logistics Art Project, made in 2012. And yes, it was almost a month long. I mean, over a month long. It is pretty silly. And far too long, in my opinion. But I didn't see it, so who can say? 857 hours, or 35 days and 17 hours. Then we had the... I don't know how many people watched it, but I'm assuming no one watched it, apart from maybe the people who made it. No one watched it all the way through. It's probably seen by multiple people, but only in bits, because that would just be too much. Too much. And you couldn't sit in a cinema for a month. That would be ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, where was I? I know. I was here. What was the name of the film clip that I had a picture from? Is the next question. Number 8. And it had me, and it had Bryony, and it had Chanson, and it was The Sound of Music. Here's the original scene down in the comments. The Sound of Music. There's some of the children when they're about to do their waving goodnight song. Question number 9. Bedrock is the name of a city in which animated TV series, and that is The Flintstones. The Flintstones is number 9. And then, hi, Chanchon. You want to come say hi? You're in the picture round. Here's the real Chanchon. Number 9 was the Flintstones, and number 10 was in The Wizard of Oz. What was shocking about the fake snow they used in one of the scenes? And the answer is it was made of asbestos. It's fake snow made of asbestos fibers. And they were covered in very harmful levels of asbestos fibers. And I think apparently the Scarecrow's suit was also made from asbestos in some parts or other. Not great, not great. Okay, let me know if you need them repeated. Otherwise, pop the scores in the score sheet. Everyone's done remarkably well for round 1, so let's see where we are after round 2. Because it was 9s and 10s all the way across the board last time. Oh, we got a couple of 8s already. A couple of 8s coming in from So Long Mary Jane and Pigs. And also from David's Magic Shoe, who are still currently 1 point in the lead, but let's see the other scores come in. We've got a 7 from Boxton, and a 6 from Pinky and Perky Blinders. So that puts David's Magic Shoe in first place, but only by 1 point. And in fact, everyone is only out from someone else by 1 point. I'm going to reorder it. There we go. We've got 15, 16, 17, and 18. So there's not much in this. There's really not much in this. I'd like to know that also. Why are you called David's Magic Shoe? So, as I said, what did I say? Yes, there's not much in this at the moment. Could be anyone's game. Go and fill up your drinks if you want, or find a cat to stroke or something. Take a couple of minutes break, and we'll come back and start on the third round shortly. But let's have a quick break now. Looks as if no one knows where the origins of David's Magic Shoe came from. It's just one of those things lost in history. Okay, I'll be back in a couple of minutes for round 3, food and drinks, part 2. I'm back. So everyone's doing quite well. I thought the TV and film one, some of them were not the easiest. And in the first one, but everyone's doing really rather well. The next one is food and drinks. Ah, yes. I can do that. Here is the link to the picture round. Which is Chanchon, sitting in front of famous landmarks. We have Chanchon in a couple of pictures so far, and in real life. She's making quite a lot of appearances these days. Here you go, you can listen to her purr. Now she wants to eat my crisps for some reason. It looks like she's very interested in them. You don't like crisps, you're a cat. Okay, well, I think if we've got everyone, we can start with round 3. Hopefully everyone's here. I can always repeat some questions if necessary later on, but I'm going to go, Chanchon. She just hit my crisps. It's rude. Well, look, you don't want it. It's for me. You see, you don't even want the smell. Silly kitty. Okay. Food and drink. Question number 1. What food never spoils? What food never spoils? That's question number 1. What food never spoils? Okay, question number 2. Pretty simple one for those who cook. What does the word parboil mean? That's parboil. What does the word parboil mean? Okay, that's question number 2. What does the word parboil mean? Question number 3. What does IPA stand for? Okay, I'll just quickly type 2 words. 2 is parboil, 3 was IPA. What does IPA stand for? Okay, number 4, we have for you a cocktail. And I would like for you to tell me what cocktail it is. So what is the name of this cocktail? There's a picture in the comments. What is the name of this cocktail? Looks rather fancy. It's bourbon or rye whiskey and vermouth with Angostura bitters, dash of orange bitters, garnished with a brandied cherry. What is the name of this cocktail? Okay. Where are we? 5. Question number 5. What is the favorite food of Garfield from the Garfield comics / cartoons? What's Garfield's favorite food? What's Garfield's favorite food, George? Question number 6. What does the HP stand for on HP sauce? So what does the HP of HP sauce stand for? Just gonna close the door a little bit. Oops. Because there we go, that's better. Milena's playing with one of the teams in the other room, and I could hear my voice coming through the door, which was distracting me. But now that's better. So, where was I? Number 6, HP sauce. What does the HP sauce stand for? Number 7. How much champagne is there in a magnum of champagne? How much champagne is there in a magnum? It's a magnum of champagne. How much liquid in the bottle? A magnum of champagne. How much? You can do it in terms of, liters / milliliters is the usual way to measure it, but whatever works for you. Question number 8. What type of oranges are traditionally used to make marmalade? What type of oranges are traditionally used to make marmalade? Traditionally, they use a certain type of orange, and this is the type traditionally that they use to make it. You don't want to come and sit on me, Jean-Jean? You just want to wander around? She's here. She's just sort of wandering around. but still here. Where were we? What type of oranges is traditionally used to make marmalade? Okay. Question 9. What is fortified wine? What is fortified wine? What is the term of the word fortified wine? What is the definition of fortified wine? What is fortified wine? Okay, and then finally, question number 10. What is albumen the correct term for? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Albumen, but that's how it's spelt in the comments. What is that the correct term for? Albumen. I let you through, Shosho. I was just going to let her out, but because she was looking by the door. But as soon as I got up, she wants to host. I think. Do you want to host or do you want to leave? It's your choice. Okay, you can stay. Okay, well, I will zoom through those questions once more before I go on to the final round, which is music. So, question number 1, which food never spoils? Question number 2 was, what does the word parboil mean? Question number 3 was, what does IPA stand for? Question number 4 was, what is this cocktail? Link in the comments. Number 5 was, what is the favorite food of Garfield from the Garfield comics / cartoons? Number 6 was, what does the HP on HP sauce stand for? Number 7 is, how much champagne is there in a magnum of champagne? How much liquid? Number 8 was, what type of oranges are traditionally used to make marmalade? Question 9 is, what is a fortified wine? And question number 10, what is albumen the correct term for? So, I think if everyone's ready, we'll go on to the music round. So we have 6 questions, an album cover, 3 musical intros played on the guitar, which is probably when Chanchon is going to run away. But while she's here, we'll start with the questions. Music round, question number 1. What rapper holds the world record for most words in a hit single? Which rapper holds the world record for the most words in a hit single? Can I have a bonus point if you tell me exactly how many words there are in there, but that's pretty tough. But if you can get it, you get that point. Which rapper holds the world record for the most words in a hit single? Okay, then we have another anagram. This time we are looking for a musical artist. And the anagram is win sugar with fur. There it is in the comments. Musical artist. The anagram is Win Sugar with Fur. Win Sugar with Fur. Question number 3. Who did Beyonce marry in 2008? Who did Beyonce marry in 2008? Beyonce. Who did she marry in 2008? She's doing some very loud purring again. Super loud purring. Okay, so question number 4. So What is the first track of which Miles Davis album? So What is the first track of which Miles Davis album? That in the comments too. So What? First track of which Miles Davis album? Question number 5 then. Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers, which are the Marley. I think it involves quite a few of the Marley family. Quite a few of Bob Marley's children. Anyway, Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers performed the theme song to which children's TV show? Which children's TV show did Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers perform the theme song to? And sure, have a point, an extra point, if you can tell me the name of the song as well. So there's a couple of points up for grabs, I guess, then. Then we've got one of the old fill in the blanks for question number 6. I'm going to post some lyrics in the comments. You've got to tell me what the name of the song is that the lyrics come from, what's the name of the artist, and what is the blank. There's a missing word. What is the blank? So 3 points up for grabs. Artist name, song name, and the missing word. So I'm going to post it in the comments. Let's check it's all there. So it is tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of what? Yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of blank, yawn and stretch and try to come to life. What song is this from? Who sings it? And what is blank? What's the blank word? What's the missing word there? Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of, yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Okay, final question before the 3 musical intros. This is an album cover featuring our final piece of chanson for the night. Tell me the name of the album and the name of the artist and the name of the album. There it is in the comments. It's a Chanson Super Cool album there. She recorded it herself. It's all originals. So what is the name of the real name of Chanson's Super Cool album? And who is the name of the album, the name of the artist, and also an extra point if you tell me what's underneath Chanson. It's a different animal. That's not a cat. What is it? So 3 points up for grabs there. Okay, I'm now going to get the guitar, do some musical intros. I'm very sorry, Chanson. Very sorry, but I've got to. There she goes. Do you want me to open the door so you can run away? Run away. There she goes. Okay, musical intros. This is the first one. This is technically question 8, but number 1 of the intros. And it goes, hopefully, like this. Play it again. That's number 1. There's number 2. Or question 9, whichever we want to look at. Question 9, intro number 2. Goes like this. Or something along those lines. Play it one more time. Oh, that's not how it goes. Goes. I think I just made the guitar out of tune by trying to tune it. But that's number 2. And then finally, number 3. That's that one. One more time. Okay, so that's that. Let me know if you want any of those repeating. Any of those intros. Otherwise, I'll just zip through the music round questions again before we do some scoring. Actually, I'll need to get the laptop charger because my laptop's about to die and we would not want that in the middle of the quiz. 1 second. Okay, so we had question number 1 was which rapper holds the world record for the most words in a hit single? Question number 2 was anagram, Win Sugar with Fur for a musical artist. Then we had who did Beyonce marry in 2008? Who did Beyonce marry in 2008? Number 4 was So What is the first track of which Miles Davis album? Question number 5, Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers performed the theme song to which children's TV show? Number 6 was the fill in the blank for the lyric extract. Fill in the blank and who sang it and what is the song? Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of, yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Then we had the album cover, Chanson's super cool album. What's the name of the album, the name of the artist, and what's hiding behind Chanson? And we had the 3 musical intros. Let me know if you want me to play any of those again. Otherwise, we'll go on to some scoring for the food and drinks round. I reckon we can do some scoring. I reckon. Sorry. I just got to get all of that coconut froth up. Okay. This was for round 3. I'm going to do some answers. Round 3, question 1 was, what food never spoils? That's what food never spoils. And the answer is honey. Something to do with the enzymes in honey, along with the fact that it's, pretty much sugar stuff, preserves itself indefinitely. The oldest jar of honey is believed to be 5,500 years old, and it's still edible. Still edible after 5,500 years. So honey is the correct answer. Question number 2 is, what does the word parboil mean? What's parboil? And the answer is to boil until partially cooked. To boil until partially cooked, or sometimes to blanch. So kind of to half cook something, or part cook something. It sounds a bit like part boil, which is kind of what it means. To boil until partially cooked. Number 3, what does IPA stand for? Stands for Indian Pale Ale. In the food and drink world, anyway. Indian Pale Ale is IPA. Question number 4 is the cocktail. I sent the picture of the cocktail. and asked you what it was. It was a Manhattan. Manhattan was that cocktail. Manhattan. Number 5 was what is the favorite food of Garfield from the Garfield comics / cartoons. And that is lasagna. He famously likes lasagna. Lasagna is Garfield's favorite food. It is good. I can see why. I'd quite like a lasagna myself, in fact. Question number 6. What does the HP on HP sauce stand for? Not necessarily what you'd expect, but it's Houses of Parliament. Houses of Parliament. I believe because when it was originally made, it was sold in some shop which was near the Houses of Parliament, and some of the older bottles of HP sauce have a picture of the Houses of Parliament on the front. So Houses of Parliament is number 6. Number 7. How much champagne is there in a magnum of champagne? And there is 1.5 liters. 1.5 liters of champagne. That is 1,500 milliliters, or 2 bottles if you're talking about regular sized wine bottles. Your average wine bottles, it's 2 bottles. 1.5 liters or 1,500 milliliters or 2 bottles is the correct answer. Number 8, what type of oranges are traditionally used to make marmalade? And that would be the Seville oranges. Seville. I don't know how to what inflection I should use, but Seville oranges. They are the ones traditionally used to make marmalade. Number 9, what is a fortified wine? A fortified wine is a wine which is to which a distilled spirit is added. Usually brandy. Not always, but usually brandy. So it's a wine to which a distilled spirit, usually brandy, is added. So wine with extra alcohol, really, with spirit included. Question number 10 is, what is albumen the correct term for? And that is egg white. The egg white is the albumen, apparently, according to my sources. Egg white. Okay, that's the scores for, that's the answers for round 3. Put your scores in round 3 score sheet before we go on to our final round, scores of the picture round. Ooh, we've got already an 8 from the So Long Mary Jane plus pigs. Ooh, and now 7 from David's Magic Shoe. What does that mean? That means they are currently on the same score of 25 at the moment. What about our other 2 teams? Let's see what we've got here. We've got another 6 there from the Pinky and Perky Blinders. And finally, from Boxed In, another 8. Ooh. So, it is very, very close indeed. But So Long Mary Jane, Plus Pigs, and David's Magic Shoe are competing for first place currently with 25 points apiece. Boxed In on 24, Pinky and Perky Blinders on 21, but still, Still all to play for. Still all pretty much within 1 point or a couple of points. So let's go straight on. And let's do the answers for the music round. Final round before I reveal the landmarks. Okay. Anyone could win this at this point. Question number 1 for round 4, the music round, was what rapper holds the world record for most words in a hit single? You aren't a fan of the food and drinks round? Bloody food and drink being so much of it. Well, hopefully you got the bar ones. It's all right. Still got music and pictures to go. Okay. Which rapper holds the world record for most words in a hit single? That's Eminem. Eminem with the single Rap God. It's a 6-minute track and it contains 1,560 words, which means that Eminem is rapping 4.28 words per second. About 4 words a second, 4 to 5 words. 1,560 words altogether. Eminem. Question 2 is the anagram of win sugar with fur. We were looking for a musical artist, and it is Rufus Wainwright. Rufus Wainwright. Rufus Wainwright was the answer to the anagram. Question number 3 was, who did Beyonce marry in 2008? And that was, or is, Jay-Z. Jay-Z is the answer. Beyonce married Jay-Z in 2008. Question number 4 is, So What is the first track of which Miles Davis album? So What is the first track of which Miles Davis album? It's a Kind of Blue. Kind of Blue is the answer there. So what's the first track on Kind of Blue, the Miles Davis album? Question number 5. Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers performed the theme song to which children's TV show? It's Arthur. Arthur the Aardvark with the song which is called Believe in Yourself. The classic Arthur reggae theme tune performed by Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers, which I didn't realize until a few days ago. Every day when you're walking down the street, you know, that's the one. Number 6, fill in the blanks from the lyric extract. So this was the fill in the missing blank. And the blank, the word was ambition. Ambition. Tumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition. Yawn and stretch and try to come to life. And it's from the song 9 to 5. 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton, 9 to 5, and ambition is the missing word. Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition. Yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Working 9 till 5. And then we had the album cover, Chanson's super cool album What is the name of the album? And who performs? It is J.J. Cale with Naturally. Naturally by J.J. Cale. There's the original without Chanson. And with the raccoon there behind where Chanson was. J.J. Cale, Naturally. Raccoon is the answer. Okay, and then we had the guitar intros. I'll play them one at a time so that you can remember which ones they are. The first one went... Whoops. And that was The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. Scott Joplin, The Entertainer. And it should have sounded, if I turn the fans off, should have sounded like this. The Entertainer, Scott Joplin. Number 2 was and that was Hold On by Alabama Shakes. Alabama Shakes, Hold On. And it should have sounded more along the lines of this. Yeah, Hold On, Alabama Shakes. And then finally, we had... And that one was, of course, Golden Brown. Golden Brown by the Stranglers. Stranglers, Golden Brown. And it should have sounded like this. Good bit of harpsichord going on there.
Golden brown, texture like sun, lays me down.
Golden Brown. So that's all the answers to round 4. How many did you get right? Let me know. Go on over to the score sheet, pop them in, and we shall see. Ooh, got an 11 straight away and a 10. Whoa, this is going to be close. This is going to be a close one, I know it. 14. Goodness me. Boxed in. Goodness me, boxed in. Now that's quite a score there. 14 points. Let's just quickly see what David's Magic Shoe has to offer before we reveal the landmarks. Oh, that's a 6. So that's really turned around the leaderboard now. Let's turn the scores around. Let's just rearrange and see who's in the lead. Don't really need to rearrange, but I'll do it anyway. So far at the top with 38 points, we have Boxed In now. So Long Mary Jane is in second place with 36. And David's Magic Shoe and Pinky and Perky Blinders are joint third at the moment with 31, I believe. My computer's scrolling very slowly. So that is still very, very tight. Still, everyone is doing really rather well. So that leaves me with scoring the picture round to see who the final winners are. Could be any of you. Could be any of you at this point. So, especially as there's 2 extra points in the picture round. There's 12 when there's normally 10. So anyone could win it. So if you've got the picture round, you can pop it up now, and I will reveal them. Actually, I've got one which has all of the revealed landmarks also. I'll pop that in the comments in a second. Hold on. So it's there in the comments. So, number 1, Chanchon standing in front of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Question number 2 was the Golden Gate Bridge. Question number 3, Chanchon sitting in front of Mount Rushmore. Number 4, we had the Long Chanchon sitting in front of the Great Wall of China. Number 5 was the Eiffel Tower in Paris, where I am right now. Number 6, the Great Pyramids of Giza, probably quite an obvious one considering that there's tiny weeny little camels sitting in front of Chanchon. I guess it could have been Sphinx. I wasn't sure which. But it's the Great Pyramids of Giza. Number 7 is Sydney Opera House. Sydney Opera House is number 7. Number 8 is the London Eye. Number 9, the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal leaves covering the White House. Number 11 was the statue of Christ the Redeemer statue in Brazil. And then number 12 was the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty. So, now that you've all got your scores, pop them in the score sheet and let's see who tonight's overall winner is. Shall we? Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, 2 10s, an 8, and a 5. Whew. That's so. I can indeed reveal that tonight's winners. Oops, what's my thing doing? Tonight's winners with 48 points are again I'm not sure how many times they won it before, but they always come high up. It is Boxed In. Just pipping So Long Mary Jane and the Pigs to first place. So Long Mary Jane and the Pigs are in second. Pinky and Perky Blinders in third, and David's Magic Shoe in fourth place when they were in first place just a couple of rounds ago. Crazy times. However, well done to you all, because you all did very well, and you were competing it out through the whole way through. It could have been anyone's game. But congratulations to Boxed In and the Conleys, tonight's winners. Which means if we go over to the overall score sheet, that Boxed In have now overtaken Quarantinis and are number one in the overall charts. And then we have Pinky Puggy Blinders and So Long Mary Jane. They're all, in fact, you're all in first, second, and third place anyway. So I'll just add those scores up and add them in for next week. But you're all gonna be staying in those podium places. Cool. Well played. I'll be back again next week. I'll try and advertise it a little bit, see if I can get anyone else to join in. Anyone else want to be on a poster? We had Bryony's TV show this week. Who could it be next week? Let me know. Let me know if you'll be there. But yes, I'll be here next week with more quizzing. So hopefully you will be too. And I think that's about it. Thanks for playing, I guess. Do a little dance to see. Bloody well. Oh well. Time after. Thank you. And good night. Leave you with some Scott Joplin to play you out. See you next time.